Robinson refuses to be tossed aside.
I think Robinson's a real fine player. They like Todd, but Todd was hurt last year. He was out after the 4th game. Robinson came in and took them to an 8-8 record. They have a good football team, and it's going to be interesting tonight.
Todd, number 14, will go the first half. We expect number 17, Robinson, to go the second half. Should be a good one. We'll be back with the opening kickoff here at the Meadowlands in just a moment. Back we are at the Meadowlands in East Rutherford, New Jersey. You're looking at the Steelers starting quarterback number 12, Terry Bradshaw, talking with the umpire. And while we are looking at the officials, we might give you the rundown. And we have another touch of home tonight, as the former West Virginia Flash Freddie Wyant is the referee. The umpire, number 19, Tom Hensley. The head linesman is Leo Miles. The line judge, Gene Carabine. The back judge, Jimmy Rosser. The side judge, Jim Osborne. And the field judge is Fred Swearingen. The Pittsburgh Steelers and the New York Jets. The Jets coming off a very impressive 26-14 win last weekend at the Astrodome against the always tough Houston Oilers. And the Steelers, of course, are 2-0, having beaten both the New York Giants and the Buffalo Bills. Neither victory very impressive, however.
Absolutely not, Sam. The Steelers have not been able to move the football. They have moved it quite successfully in the air. Terry Bradshaw threw for over 200 yards in the first half last week. But they really have not gotten that degree of consistency. They haven't scored yet, and it's obviously a big concern to them.
This is also Chapter 3 of the kicking duel between Roy Girella and the rookie from Penn State, Matt Barr. Barr has held court in the first 2 games, having converted 4 of 5 field goal attempts and having been somewhat weaker on the kickoffs that have reached probably an average of the 10-yard line, which may not be good enough. Tonight, the spotlight is on Roy Girella. The veteran place kicker will be doing all of the kicking for the Steelers. He is about to set the football on the kicking tee now on the Steeler 35-yard line as the Jets will receive. And Girella, some think, may not be around when the regular season begins in Foxborough against the New England Patriots, but I think that story is yet to be written.
He's a tough competitor, Sam. He's been here before. This is critical for him. He knows he's fighting for his life. He's that quality type of a player that's best under pressure. We'll see how he kicks off. You've got to have good kickoffs. It's not a simplistic thing. Let's take a look at the deep men for the Jets, Sam.
And they are 87 Bruce Stevens and number 80 Kevin Bell. We're set to go. Nice to have you with us. The Steelers and the Jets. The New York Jets have never beaten the Pittsburgh Steelers preseason or regular season. 9 times they have met. Stevens at about the 2-yard line. To the 10, the 15. And he is down at about the 21. He runs head into the rookie Bill Merle, number 87. And the Jets will put it in play, and Stevens seems to have taken the worst of that particular head-to-head meeting. We'll set the Jets offense for you as they come out of the huddle. To be Richard Todd, their quarterback, number 14. Kevin Long, 33. Scott Durkin, 25 are the setbacks. First down, 21-yard line. The Jets have the ball. First play from scrimmage. Todd back to pass. Good protection. Throws it over the middle, incomplete. Wagner was also talking before the game about Mr. Walker. That scares him to death also. 4.4 speed from Wesley Walker. The other wide receiver is Derek Gaffney, 81. Second down, 10 Jets. And this is Durkin. He was caught in the backfield momentarily, and then Lambert made the tackle secure at the line of scrimmage. Mel Blunt, 47, also there. So let's give him a gain perhaps of a half-yard on the carry. It'll be 3rd down and 9 for the Jets.
You see Robin Cole coming off the block, forcing him outside, and then good pursuit from the inside.
Offensively, the center is Joe Field, 65. Rasmussen, 66. Cunningham, 68 of the guards. Cunningham, the rookie from Penn State. Marvin Powell, Chris Ward, the tackles. 3rd down, 9 for the Jets. Nothing doing. Bruce Harper, 42. Trying to find some daylight. 68 L.C. Greenwood stopped him for perhaps a yard loss. So it'll be 4th down for the Jets at the 20-yard line, and their first series lost a yard. The shoeless kicker back in the neighborhood of his 5-yard line. This young man does not kick with a shoe. He is not a barefoot punter, however, as he has a sock on his right foot. And a good high spiral driving Jim Smith back to the 30-yard line. Down he goes. Excellent coverage by Johnny Lynn, the rookie from UCLA. He was right there as the catch was made by Smith.
Take a look at the catch. It looks like Larry Anderson, number 30, just can't quite get to the man. And Jimmy, not realizing it, really has not much he can do. Excellent punt by the Jets. And punt coverage being such a critical thing. It's amazing to me that during the year, the team that leads in punt returns will have about 8 yards of return or even less.
Right.
That's the leading punt return average. And it's just so hard. And you consider there's only 2 guys that can go down.
Well, the flag was down back at the 20-yard line. The Steeler offensive unit, as you may have seen, was already on the field. But they are calling the play back again. They're spotting the ball at the 20-yard line. And let's wait for the word from referee Freddie Wyatt. Here it is.
Number 67, downfield on the punt offense, 4th down.
That was my very point, Sam. They released too early. They were only allowed to release 2 players from the line of scrimmage until that ball snapped, or rather punted. And the man, a lot of these collegians have different rules, so they left early, and it's hard for the rookies to get a feel for that, even though it's the 3rd exhibition game.
Ed McGlasson is the culprit here, so now from the 15-yard line, Ramsey back in the neighborhood of his own end zone, still kicking to Jimmy Smith. And one would think the Steelers can do nothing but improve their field position. He shanked that one. Smith at the 45, and he can run this one. He gets a block, 50, cuts it to the 45. A flag is down, however. Maybe a clip against the Steelers. Jimmy Smith brought it back to the Jets' 41-yard line. He was stopped by Mike McGibbon, but a penalty marker is down, and I think this will be a clip against the Steelers. Might be Larry Anderson, Andy.
It's so tough. The guys are trying to get a block. They're working hard. Sometimes they don't get their head in front. It's not an obvious kind of clip where somebody's just falling in the back of somebody's legs. We'll take a close look. They may have called it right there. It's a good block by Hawthorne. I don't
see
It's very
Anderson at all.
difficult to see who did it or who they called, but it's a tough call because these guys are trying to make the club. They want badly to get a block. It's not something where they just cheap shot a guy in the back of his ankles. They're trying to get their head in front.
So the field position is exactly where it would have been had the first punt been allowed, the 28-yard line of Pittsburgh. They send Stallworth wide left, Smith to the right. Sidney Thornton, 38, is the up back in the eye. Franco is the deep back, and Bradshaw the quarterback. And as we told you they would, they start running the football. Harris, a gain of 1 yard. Runs right into Joe Klecko, 73, the 3rd-year tackle from Temple. And he is a good one. They give him a gain of 1 yard on the carry, 2nd down 9. I think this is more than just paying lip service to the running game. I really expect that even though the Jets expect the Steelers to run the football, Andy, they will run it till they're blue in the face tonight.
Oh, that's right. Now, the Jets last year were traditionally very weak against the run. They gave up an awful lot of yards, and it was one of their major problems. This year, they've tried to revamp their defense. They're going with a 4-3 rather than a 3-4.
Thornton carrying up to the 32 or 33-yard line, stopped by Lawrence Pillar, 76, and the middle linebacker, Mike Hennigan, 52. Hennigan may be familiar to you because in the 28-17 regular season victory over the Jets last year, he put Bradshaw out. We thought it was more serious when it happened as he hit him very low on a what was described by some as perhaps a late hit. No penalty was called, but and Bradshaw shook off the injury and came back the very next week, but it did not look good for a while. 3rd down, 6 from the 32. Both receivers split left, and Bradshaw will put it up. His first pass of the day. Over the middle, he's got Grossman at midfield. First down to the Jets' 47. And Randy Grossman was no better than a secondary receiver. Bradshaw, looking to his wide receivers, finally got Grossman for the first down.
Take a look at this from ground level. See Terry dropping back. He's got good protection as he typically gets. Last year, the Jets didn't get much pass rush. It's one of their big concerns. Terry steps up, finds his receiver, Randy, of course, who's such a reliable receiver. Surprised he wasn't hurt, landed on his head. Great play, though. We're moving the ball now.
So they spot the ball at the Jets' 47-yard line, first down. Let's go back to the running game, I'm sure here. Split backs, Thornton finds a hole to about the 38-yard line. Again, it's Joe Klecko and 93 Marty Lyons, their #1 draft choice out of Alabama. He's 6'5", 245, defensive right end. And while we're talking about linemen, let's set the Steeler offensive line because they will set the pattern for tonight's football game. Webster, the center, as you look at John Banaszak on the sidelines. Sam Davis, 57. Jerry Mullins, 72, the guards. Cope, 55. Larry Brown, 79, the tackles. And as you've already heard, Randy Grossman, the starting tight end. Franco's turn. No, keeper by Bradshaw. An excellent fake by Terry as he faked it to Harris and kept the ball himself and got to the 40-yard line. Pillars and Buttle are the men who made the stop on him.
I think he misses the handoff here. I think this ball was supposed to go to Franco. Terry, for some reason, kept it because it looked like he was there in time to hand it off. I don't believe they have a play like that, Sam. That I think was a mistake.
Improvisation, huh?
He must have felt he wasn't close enough to make a sure handoff, so he just kept it.
3rd down and 3, right on the Jets' 40-yard line. Stallworth wide left, Jimmy Smith to the right. Inside handoff to Franco, and he's dropped for a 4-yard loss. Excellent penetration by number 93, Marty Lyons, the rookie we were just talking about from Alabama. He was in the backfield when Franco got the football.
Okay, you think this Lyons is a great player. Watch his penetration. You'll see, I think Jerry Mullins, 72 in your screen, pulling. He really can't get there in time. Lyons just penetrated too far across. It was really an impossible block.
Harper, 42, is the deep man. 3 men await this kick from Craig Colquitt. Good snap from center and a high spiral. They let it bounce, and it goes into the end zone for a touchback, so the Jets will have it at their own 20-yard line, and that's about where they began their first series. So the Steelers are able to move the ball down to the Jets' 40, and the drive is thwarted there. Timeout on the field. The game is scoreless. Derek Gaffney to the right. At the 20-yard line, split backs are Long and Durking, and Richard Todd is the quarterback. Scott Durking to the 22-yard line, dragged down there by Ronnie Johnson, the left cornerback, 29. 2nd down and 8 Jets. Good tight shot of Richard Todd, the former Alabama All-American. Back to pass. Throws one out here, and he just threw it away. Great pressure from Gary Dunn. Todd just threw it away as you look at Walt Michaels, the head coach of the Jets on the sidelines. He didn't like that at all. 3rd down, about 7 now for the Jets. The long 7. Harper and Gaines, the running back, so they take out their starting running backs on 3rd and long. Fly downfield, caught by Walker. No, out of bounds, they say. Wesley Walker caught it out of bounds. And it'll be a 4th down, and the Jets will have to kick it again.
All those he wants, Sam. We'll take a look at it again. You can see Wagner up there faking the blitz. I believe he comes out of it. You can see him moving back out. Not too much pressure. They just ran the takeoff, and the ball is thrown slightly out of bounds. Let's take a look at it. Yeah, his foot was out. You got to get both feet in.
So Ramsey will punt it again to Jimmy Smith back at his 40-yard line. Good snap from center. Ramsey, who again kicks shoeless, sends Smith all the way back to his 30. Trying to avoid the first man downfield, and he can't do it. Kevin Bell is the man in this excellent punt coverage by the New York Jets. So there's a break in the action again. The Steelers go on offense. No score here at the Meadowlands. But it doesn't look like that many are in the building at this particular moment.
No, of course, this giant stadium here holding 76,000 people sort of dwarfs this crowd. It's hard to tell how big a crowd it is.
It's a marvelous edifice. Just a great football stadium, and you may be right. 1st down, Franco bumps into his blocker and goes down back at the 23. Greg Buttle was also there. Penn State on Penn State. Buttle, of course, the former All-American linebacker for the Nittany Lions.
I'll tell you who makes this play, Sam. You'll see Joe Kleckel, number 73, come in and knock Sam Davis off. Right there. See, knocks him off. And there's the problem right there. Forcing Franco deep. He really has no chance. Great play by Joe Kleckel, making that quick penetration.
Buttle also limped off the field. He may have been hurt on that particular play. 2nd down, Steelers. 15, a loss of 5 by Harris. Bradshaw, having no luck on the ground, goes to the air. Grossman at the 30. Avoids one tackle, puts his head down to about the 34-yard line. And he's stopped there by strong safety Schaefer Suggs and the free safety Burgess Owens. So he got most of that yardage back and a little bit more. It'll be 3rd down and about 6 for the Steelers.
Okay, from the end zone, we see Terry dropping back. Again, he's got good protection. Randy Grossman ran a fake to the outside, then came across the middle. He's wide open, as you can see. Nice move by Randy. He's a good runner. He's really an underrated runner. Picks up some extra yards just with some good moves.
Pillar 76, Abdul Hakim 74, Klecko 73, and Marty Lyons 93, the front 4 for the Jets. And they just go with a 4-man rush. Pass downfield, caught at the midfield stripe, and they rule it no good. Jimmy Smith, they say, I believe, trapped the football. Or do they? The Jets are saying he trapped it, but the officials are giving him the catch.
Let's take a look at it here from crowd level. Again, we see Terry. We can't see what he's saying, but he obviously finds Jimmy Smith wide open. No, not wide open. He's got some pretty good coverage, but the defenders thought that he had trapped the ball. Obviously, the officials ruled differently.
So from the 50-yard line, the Steelers have yet another 1st down. Bradshaw successful in the air. He likes it so much, he'll do it again. Throws the home run ball to Smith, and he's got him, but he just overthrew him. And Smith looking around for interference. He collided with Bobby Jackson, the quarterback. They both fell down. Smith had him beaten badly, I think, but it was overthrown.
Take a look here at the very end. We can see Bobby Jackson falls. He actually trips on Jimmy's feet. I'm really surprised they didn't call a penalty there. Even if he didn't intentionally do it, it's usually the type of thing they'll call, Sam. And apparently they're giving the benefit of the doubt to the defender. If he's obviously making an effort to play the ball, they're not going to call that quite as quickly.
Not unlike the key play in Super Bowl 13 when Swan got tripped up, as you look at head coach Chuck Noll on the sideline. Bradshaw 2nd down and 10 now from the 50. Still got Harris and Thornton as his running backs. Here's Sidney. Finds a hole. Trying to cut back to the 45 of the Jets and brought down there by Marty Lyons. A very, very impressive and very active defensive right end, Marty Lyons. Klecko was also there.
Take a look at it again. We can see the interior of the line. Watch the Steelers get off the ball. They've got that excellent, strong offensive line, I think. There's no reason their running attack shouldn't be successful. And it was a quick misdirection play, which I don't think they run enough of. And I'd like to see him do more of that.
Those excellent tight shots by our director, Brian Sipe, also really give you a chance not only to see the ball carrier, but see the blocking assignments as they develop. We'll find out who's the culprit here. Are the backs not running properly, or is the offensive line not opening up holes? Franco can't hold out at the 40-yard line. In fact, it was almost picked off by the linebacker, Hennigan. So on 3rd and 5, the Steelers fail to convert. It'll be 4th down again.
Okay, we'll take the look here. You see 52, Hennigan, he steps up, he goes out to cover, and really, it's a pretty good play by Hennigan, number 52. He's probably wishing he'd caught it.
May have been badly thrown by Bradshaw, too. It looked like it was in behind Franco.
Good point, Sam. It was a little bit behind him.
Bruce Harper, number 42, awaiting the kick by Colquitt. Marker is down again, and Craig sails this one over Harper's head and into the end zone on the fly. Colquitt has really boomed a couple. And the penalty, however, may be against the Steelers. Illegal procedure, perhaps.
Yeah,
that's the preliminary call by referee Freddie Wyant.
Looked as though our new linebacker, Graves, number 46, we can see him right there on our screen, obviously moved. It's one of the things the defender tries to do. He attempts to
False start, number 46, offense, 4th down.
Okay, the defender attempts to draw the man offside. So he'll leap at him just before, not crossing the line of scrimmage, and a lot of the young players forget to look at the ball. Got to keep their eye on the ball. Very simple thing. You learn it in high school, but it's tougher out here.
Again, it's Harper in the middle between number 87, Bruce Stevens, and number 40, Bobby Jackson. High snap from center. Colquitt comes down with it and got the punt away miraculously. Harper at the 10. This kid is really a speedster. He got it back to about the 15-yard line and was upended by Rick Moser, 39. So the Jets will again start from very deep in their own territory. 4:55 to go in a scoreless first quarter. We'll be right back at the Meadowlands. Yard line, we're back live. Now they put a man in motion. And the give is to Long, and he's caught behind the line of scrimmage by Jack Lambert, 58.
You know, Jack Lambert does one thing extremely well. He does a lot of things well, but one thing that he's always done, even from his rookie year, is he reads the blocking so well that we'll see him step up and penetrate through the line, which a lot of they probably were sending a tackle down on him. We'll see him come through clean, and this is the kind of penetration that and Jack Ham, 59, coming in and actually finishing the tackle off. There's Jack Lambert.
Loss of 4.
Such intensity. Look at him.
14 yards to go for the first down on second. Kevin Long again battering his way for a yard or two. In the grasp of 59 Ham, 68 Greenwood.
I would think so. He really is a great player.
Third down and 12. Todd with pretty good protection. He's got great protection. In fact, throws it out here at the 20-yard line. He completes it, but that will not be enough for the first down. Lambert had the coverage on Harper, the third-year man from Coots Downstate in Pennsylvania. And so for the third series in a row, Richard Todd is unable to move his football team. And some disenchanted Jets fans start to have their feelings heard. They vocalize a little bit.
Well, there's Franco Harris trying to get himself warmed up. I know he wants to have a big game. He's probably as anxious as everybody else is to get that Steeler running game cranked up.
Steelers send 3 men back along with Smith. It's Hawthorne and the rookie Douglas. Good high punt. They want some blocking back there for Jimmy Smith. He fair catches the ball on the 45-yard line. So after the Jets had superb coverage on 2 earlier punts, Chuck Noll elected to give Jimmy some blocking back there and dropped Hawthorne back along with Douglas.
And Hawthorne did a good job that time. Actually, the defender, when he saw the fair catch being signaled for, slowed up, took his eye off the blockers, and Hawthorne put him on his back.
Greg Buttle back in the game. He played the first series, and we mentioned that he went out limping. But number 51 is back out there again, the 4-year veteran from Penn State. Excellent field position for Pittsburgh at the 45-yard line. Thornton thundering his way to the 48. Stopped there by 76 Lawrence Pillars and Buttle, the young man we were just talking about. In fact, if you happen to be an alumnus at Penn State, you'll be interested to know that 6 of your former star football players are on the field tonight. Of course, Franco Ham and Matt Barr for the Steelers. Greg Buttle, Mickey Schuler, the tight end, plays for the Jets, along with Eric Cunningham, the rookie offensive guard. He's played in a couple of series already tonight. Stallworth and Smith both flanked out wide to the right. Stallworth slotted. Play action for Bradshaw. Now he runs with the football. Dumps it off here to Stallworth, and he threw it short. He had him open, but I think Terry was a little undecided at the moment whether to run the ball or throw it. At the last minute, he flicked it out there to Stallworth, and it just fell 5 yards short.
Well, he did, and it looked to me like Stallworth was running a deep comeback. He was open for a second, but there's a good example of how the heavy pressure from a defensive line could just really ruin it. What looked as though it was going to be an awfully good play. Improve that pass rush. Obviously drafted to improve that pass. I almost said trash rush.
Well, Klecko trying to get the jump on Sam Davis, and the flag goes down. So that will help considerably. Klecko thoroughly disgusted with himself. He's a very quick young man, and he has been their best pass rusher. But this time he went far in advance of the snap. It'll be 3rd down and 2 now for the Steelers. That helps, doesn't it? Changes the play selection, I would think.
You know, encroachment, number 73, defense, 3rd down.
Yeah, let's take a look at it. We'll see on our left-hand side of our screen, Klecko, 73, just really probably listening to Bradshaw's count, just forgetting to keep his eye on that football and trying to get that jump. And nice 5-yard gain for us.
Throw set backfield. 38 is Thornton, 32 is Harris. 3rd down 2. Steelers trying to keep a drive alive. Franco goes outside. Has excellent blocking. Cuts it up, 35, 30-yard line. He had Sidney Thornton out in front of him. Schaefer Suggs pulled him down, but not before Franco got a large hunk of real estate in a 1st down.
All right, that's what we're looking for. We'll take a look at it here. We can see Sam Davis, 57, pulling out, getting an excellent block. Really good. John Kolb out there. Stallworth doing a fine job, number 82. And of course, Sidney's a good blocker, and so that's the kind of thing we're looking for tonight.
I think that's the longest run from scrimmage by the Steelers in the preseason. Franco trying to cut it outside, runs over one man, Little cornerback Bobby Jackson, he gets to the 29-yard line for a gain of 2. Second down and 8. Steelers with their deepest penetration of the game at the 29-yard line. It's still scoreless. Time running out here in the first quarter. 45 seconds to be exact. Stallworth wide left, Smith to the right. Swan has not played. Thornton, nothing doing there. He runs right into the beef of the Jets line. 52, the middle linebacker, Hennigan. And so it's third down again. The Steelers with another play. They need to keep the drive alive. Last play of the quarter. Bradshaw back to pass. Time has run out on the quarter. Over the middle, and it's complete to Grossman. At the 16-yard line. Isn't he something? Absolutely amazing. Bradshaw threw in a crowd, and Grossman came up with the football as the quarter ends. Look at it again.
All right, here it is. Terry dropping back. Has great protection. Look at this. Just has all day. We see Grandy coming across, and he's so reliable. And he never drops the ball. He's got that great consistency.
So the Steelers will have a first down at the Jets 15 when we come back. That's the end of the first quarter of play. The score, Pittsburgh nothing and the New York Jets nothing. So I stand corrected. First down now. The Steelers have it at the Jets 15.5-yard line. Stallworth wide left. Jimmy Smith to the right. And it's Sidney Thornton straight ahead, barreling his way down to the 12-yard line. Flecko finally puts him down, but Thornton running very well over his own right guard and right tackle. Sam Davis clearing the way for him, along with Mike Webster.
Sam, we've got to have a touchdown here. Okay, here's a good shot again of Sidney. He's a quick hitter, pulls his way, doesn't have a whole lot of room to maneuver there, but he picks up 4 yards.
Give Jerry Mullins credit for the block also. Second down, Steelers, 7 yards to go for the first down. They spot the ball on the 12-yard line. Now they send Stallworth in motion. Bradshaw back to pass. He's got Stallworth! 2-yard line and out of bounds. Donald Dykes, the rookie from Southeast Louisiana, and the Jets are extremely high on this young man, but Stallworth ran circles around him.
Okay, we take a look here. Stallworth had run in motion back towards the line of scrimmage. The man overplayed him. He stopped to come back outside. He's really wide open, more wide open than you see here. As he catches the ball, he's hit and driven out of bounds. But great, the Steelers have got to score here, Sam. They've gone 9 quarters without a touchdown. A field goal would be a shame here. They've got to get the ball in the end zone.
You are absolutely right. Is that incredible? 9 quarters without the offense putting a touchdown on the board. First and goal at the Jets' 3-yard line. Double tight end situation here. There's no doubt what they're going to try to do. Franco trying to ram it home, puts his head right to the goal line. Stan Blinka, the backup middle linebacker, 54, was there to meet him, but Franco put his head and burrowed his way almost into the ground at the half-yard line.
This is the kind of Franco running. He has that little slight stutter step that gives him the visibility he's looking for, and then he drives and powers it right down to the 1.
They spot the ball just inside the 1-yard line. Second down and goal.
Just 2 or 3 more of those.
85, Charlie Claude, the first-year man from Miami of Florida, the second tight end. Franco to go outside. He's got it. Touchdown, Steelers. He had Mullins out there in front of him, and he had me worried for a minute because he was running out of room. But he just tucked it in inside the flag, and the Steelers offense has scored for the first time this year.
All right, here it is. I was hoping they'd run right up the middle. I didn't want to see him take any chances by going outside because good penetration there might have thrown him for a loss. And Franco, of course, powers his way in. Made it look pretty simple. Some good blocking. Here's another angle. We'll see the blocking. Okay, there's Jerry Mullins, 72, getting out in front. Making sure he doesn't clip.
Here's the extra point attempt. Colquitt to hold for Roy Girella. Placement, the kick is up, and it is... Well, they're waiting a moment before, yes, it's good. And the offense has finally put a touchdown on the board in its 10th quarter of preseason play. Bell fumbles the ball. 10-yard line, and down he goes right there. Larry Anderson was the first man downfield, and then he was joined by a whole host of Steelers, and they put him down at the 10-yard line. He fumbled the kickoff.
Okay, we'll take a look at Bell as he makes the catch. Right here, you can see him. He obviously bobbles it, and you'll see number 30 come in and just miss Larry Anderson, who's flying. And they tell the first man down, "Don't slow up." Later, Anderson came off, was shaking his head. He was upset he missed that tackle, but they don't want him to slow up. They want him to be the first man down.
We're back live. A nice hole for Durkin to the 20-yard line. Fumbles the ball. The whistle may have blown. I'm sure it did because nobody else is going after it. They ruled that Durkin was hit on the 21-yard line, and they'll call the play dead right there. But Scott Durkin has picked up a New York Jets first down. I believe that's their first of the game.
Okay, we'll take a little big hole right through the middle of the line. Steelers were probably in a stunt. Durkin making a little move on Mike Wagner, caught from behind by Robin Cole. That's the problem. You stop and make a little move, somebody's going to catch you from behind this league.
So from the 21-yard line, Richard Todd tries to lead the New York Jets back downfield. And he gives again to Durkin. He is met head-on at the line of scrimmage by Green 75 and Lambert 58. Absolutely nothing doing there.
The Jets went into this game, Sam, thinking they could run the ball. Last year in the league game, they had 140 yards rushing in the first half, which is a big first half for them. In the second half, they had 12 yards rushing. Of course, they were behind. They had to play catch-up football and throw the ball. But they believe they can run the football on the Steelers. So far, I think it's coming out on our side.
Second down 11. Let's give them a loss of 1 yard on the carry. They send Walker wide left and Derek Gaffney wide to the right. Richard Todd has gone all the way at quarterback, former Alabama All-American, who had a broken shoulder last year and missed 10 games. Now he's running with the ball. He gets outside of Lambert to the 30-yard line, and down he goes, and that's very close to another first down. Robin Cole made the tackle, but Richard Todd, showing some scrambling ability, may have gotten the first down.
Todd is a good scrambler. I'm sure the Jets brass was a little bit nervous here because he was hurt. Good job of blocking by 25, Scott Durkin. Good pursuit by Steve Furness, 59. And really, when he saw Robin Cole coming up, I think he opted to go down, get out of the way. Good judgment.
Our first measurement of the night as they bring the sticks across the field.
Well, he's pretty close to the first down, but he was out for almost 8 games last year. In fact, they put him on injured reserve at the very end of the game. It is a first down, as we can see. So they've got 2 consecutive first downs.
Well, Richard Todd was a #1 pick from Alabama for the Jets 4 years ago. As I mentioned, he broke his shoulder in the 4th game of the regular season. And Matt Robinson was called on. And you may remember Matt Robinson as a backup quarterback at the University of Georgia the year they met the University of Pittsburgh in the Sugar Bowl and had their Fannies beaten decisively. Tony Dorsett's last year in school. Todd back to pass, throws it downfield, intercepted by JT. 45 midfield. 45. He's got a wave of blockers, and he goes down to the 35-yard line. Kevin Long is the man who made the tackle. There is a very, very happy young man, J.T. Thomas.
Okay, we'll take a look here at ground level. Todd has good protection here. Well, I take that back. There was a little pressure on him. He threw the ball badly, really. J.T. was in perfect position back there playing center field. You can see J.T. hasn't lost any of his speed. Oh, he's got to be happy. He's coming back off a year of illness, and he's playing well, but it's different when it's out here for real.
Greg Hawthorne makes his first appearance of the night in the Steeler backfield, along with Franco Harris. Play action Bradshaw. Now has to scramble. Throws it out here to Smith, and he trapped the ball. Couldn't hold on. It was thrown way short. His primary receiver, I believe, was Hawthorne, who was out on the pattern.
I think you're right, Sam. They opened up first down with a play action pass, hoping to catch the Jets in a run-oriented defense. It didn't work. The Jets must have picked something up. Sometimes the offensive linemen will tip that off. They get way back on their haunches. We see Dwight White talking this thing over with Joe Green. Well, actually, they're listening. They're not talking.
This time
George Perlis is giving them some directions.
Dwight White listening?
Well, occasionally. Occasionally. Close that mouth in.
Charming young man. Good handoff here to Hawthorne to the 31-yard line. Greg Hawthorne, the ball carrier. Stan Blink is the man who made the stop, but they opened up a very neat hole for Mr. Hawthorne, and he picked up about 7 yards on the carry.
Well, he did slice through there nicely. They say he has the ability to make himself look thin when he goes through the holes. So that's a new one on me, Sam. I've never heard that phrase. But
3rd down and 3. Mark Gastineau, their second draft choice from East Central Oklahoma, replaces Pillars at left defensive end. They've got the other rookie, Marty Lyons, on the right side. Bradshaw, 3rd down. Throws it out here, and he threw it away badly. He intended the pass for Stallworth, I believe, at the 20-yard line. He was covered by the rookie Donald Dykes, but it was badly thrown by Bradshaw again. And Girella's coming on to attempt a field goal. It'll be about 47 yards. Let's see where Colquitt lines it up. He'll spot the ball at the 38-yard line. So it'll be an attempt of 48 yards for Girella.
Oh, does he want this one, Sam? He wants this one so bad he can taste it.
I'll tell you one very interested observer on the sidelines, Matt Barr.
That's right.
He is watching with all three eyes. There's the placement. Girella's got enough leg. It is good. Roy Girella, 48-yard field goal, and he lined it all the way. But you could tell he had enough leg right from the kick. Accepting the congratulations of his teammates, there's a timeout on the field. The score now, Pittsburgh 10, the New York Jets nothing. 15 to the 20, 25, still on his feet, and he dives to the fumbles the ball, and the Steelers may have it. Now, did they whistle the play dead or not? Harper fumbled the ball on the 30-yard line, and the Jets apparently still have it because their offensive unit is on the field. Although sometimes that's the greatest disguise of all. Just pretend like the ball was never fumbled, you know. Just continue right along. So from the 30-yard line, Richard Todd brings the Jets back out again. Dwayne Woodruff, the rookie cornerback, is the man who made the stop. Harper's an excellent return man. He was near the top in both categories, punt and kickoff last year. Here's Kevin Long. Cutting back at the 35-yard line, a quick 5 yards as they really blew the Steeler defensive line off the line of scrimmage. Green, Banaszak, Dunn, L.C. Greenwood make up the front four. An excellent charge by the Jets offensive line.
Well, they've got a really fine young offensive line. Some big duels. Number 79 there, Marvin Powell at USC, 6'5", 275. But that time, Robin Cole made a super play.
Second down, 5. Walker split wide left, Gaffney to the right. Long and Durkin have gone all the way. Here's Scott Durkin. A couple of yards to the 37-yard line. He's buried there by Ron Johnson and Jack Ham. You know, Andy, it did not go unnoticed last year, obviously, but I am incredibly amazed at how a rookie like Ronnie Johnson out of Eastern Michigan University, who didn't even play top college caliber football, stepped in, distinguished himself on a Super Bowl championship team, and does everything he's asked to do.
I think you're right. It's impressive. I don't think, I think a cornerback has never been on a starting role in a Super Bowl
team. You're absolutely right. The nickel defense, Tony Dungy in. They fake the blitz. Todd throws it out here, and Lambert isolated coverage on Clark Gaines, and the Jets get the first down. Lambert is normally very strong at pass coverage, but he was beaten there by Clark Gaines, and the Jets pick up the first down.
Jack is coming from the inside out. It's very difficult. If Gaines comes in, gives him a good move to the outside and breaks outside, Jack has to be necessarily, but he's got great speed. Watch Lambert here. Really sucks him up.
So New York's second first down of the night at their 42-yard line. 8.5 minutes to go first half. 10-0 Steelers lead it. The offense has finally put a touchdown on the board. Franco went over from the 1-yard line. Todd to throw it again. He's got everybody out in this pattern. Flies it to Wesley Walker. Intercepted and dropped by Mel Blunt. Blunt had him stride for stride, which is no easy task.
Look at him. What a stallion this guy is. I don't think really anybody knows really how fast Mel Blunt is. That time he was really outrunning Wesley Walker, who's supposed to be like a 9-300 man. Here we take a look at it. See the strength of Richard Todd's arm, but watch Blunt, 47, really step in front of him. He's probably upset with himself for not catching that one. He is a great player.
That is a great word to describe him too, Russell. Stallion is exactly what he is.
I mean that, you know, really as a compliment. He's such a strong, beautiful guy.
I am not being facetious. He is sleek, he is strong, and he is quick. Long. The ball carrier still trying to dance around. Now they chase him back, and a tackle made by Thomas. And again, the play will be whistled down. J.T. Thomas chased him down in the backfield and threw him for a loss.
That Steeler defense really looks impressive tonight, Sam. We'll take another look at it. But again, Robin Cole just taking Durkin and throwing him down, forcing Long to reverse field, and then that good penetration. You know, just you can't cut back against the Steelers.
Why, Andy? Why can't you cut
Because
back?
there's too many good athletes moving to the ball. You've got too much pursuit from too many different directions. It's hard. If you stop and hesitate or are forced to reverse field, it's difficult to do against a team like that.
Third down, 16. Nickel defense against, nope, 4 linebackers. Ham, Lambert, Winston, and Cole. So they go with the 4 linebackers and not the 5 defensive backs. Third and 16, and a whistle before the play ever began. Delay of game against the Jets, and the fans here, to say the least, are very unhappy. Third down and 21 for Mr. Todd and company, and of course he's got his receiving backs, Harper and Gaines, there with him.
Offense, third down.
There's really no excuse for that kind of thing. You know, you're backed up anyway. And take a look at Lynn Swan. He's probably anxious to get in there and see some action. He thought he was going to play tonight. We may see him in the second half.
Now they go to 5 defensive backs and 2 linebackers. Tony Dungy is there. Lambert wants a timeout. Lambert called timeout as the Jets were in their cadence, and why I'll never know unless he was not happy with the defensive alignment.
Well, you never know. That's a good point, Sam. He looks over to the sideline. He's good. His defense is sent in, and it's sometimes there may have been a formation he was confused about. He figured it's better to call a timeout.
So there's a timeout on the field. The Steelers lead the Jets here 10-0.
It's here.
To the right. Harper and Gaines to the setbacks from the 36-yard line of the Jets. They trail the Steelers 10-0. Todd has all day. Over the middle, he's got a man at the 45-yard line. Wesley Walker. Lambert was right there, and they'll come up about 3 yards shy of the first down. Todd got 18 of the 21 yards, but he did not get the first down. He threw right in the seam of the zone. Pardon me.
He did throw, but they found a level there, but it's a level they want to give him because the Steelers' defensive deep men are real deep. You see JT coming up and Lambert coming from a shallower zone, and they'll give him that pass all day because they're forced to punt.
For those of you who believed, as I did for so many years, that you must punt in the National Football League with a shoe on, apparently the Jets have researched that rule, and it does not exist. It has been a myth all these years, and the young man out there now, Chuck Ramsey, number 15, used to punt barefoot in college at Wake Forest when he led the NCAA in punting 3 years ago. And he took a shoe off in Houston the other day, or last weekend, and punted with moderate success. I think he averaged 37 yards, but on no return yardage. And so he is punting shoeless. Not barefoot. He has a sock on, but he is shoeless.
What would he do, Sam, if it was raining? You'd think that, he might slip, or he wouldn't really feel like he had good traction, or the ball might slide off his wet sock.
There's a good shot of him right there.
Yeah. It's unusual.
Jimmy Smith is back to return this punt for the Steelers. And they are double-teaming the wide man. The Steelers are double-teaming the wide-out Bell. Just out of your picture at the bottom of the screen, you can see there's the double team. Look at the right corner of your screen. They don't want him downfield. They double-teamed him, but he still got through. And the kick goes into the end zone. A flag is down back here at the line of scrimmage. Well, maybe that's how he got down so quickly. He might have released too early.
I don't know. There was some movement in the interior of the Jet line, and they may have picked it up.
Oh, yes, a legal procedure it is.
Again, that defense is jumping off sides, trying to draw the offense offside. Some of the rookies get so intent.
Offense declined. First down.
Well, the Steelers have declined the penalty. Why, I'll never know. But they'll take the ball to the 20-yard line, perhaps thinking that next time Ramsey will put it inside the 10 or something.
Yeah, maybe they figured he could angle it out. Take the ball on the 20 anytime.
Franco and Hawthorne are the setbacks, 32 and 27 respectively. Smith and Stallworth the wide receivers. Bradshaw's gone all the way to quarterback. Here's Hawthorne again. Boy, he hits the hole in a hurry. And he gets to about the 23 or 24-yard line. Mark Gastineau, number 99, the rookie defensive end, is the man who made the stop. Let's look at Greg Hawthorne, number 1 draft choice.
Okay, with Franco leading and Sam Davis, number 57, leading on the block. Good job by Franco. The Jets are able to pile it up a little bit, but Hawthorne looks smooth, Sam. He's got a nice deceptive stride. I think his speed is better than he looks just with a casual glance.
They give him 4 yards on that particular carry. 2nd down and 6. Same offensive line that started. Webster, Davis and Mullins, Brown and Cobb, Grossman the tight end. And it's Franco. And nothing doing there. They stacked that one up right in the center of the defensive line. Klecko 73 and Abdul Salam 74.
Joe Klecko, this was what they call their tackle trap, and the key is the penetration by Klecko, number 73. Again, of course, all the Jets are rallying to the point, but Larry Brown, 79 of the Steelers, was trying to trap Klecko, and he just penetrated far too deep to do it.
Let's now pause 5 seconds for station identification.
This is Channel 11, WIIC-TV, Pittsburgh.
3rd down and 8, Bradshaw to pass. Airs it out here to Jimmy Smith, and he's got it for a first down. At the 38-yard line, Bobby Jackson had the coverage, but the former University of Michigan All-American Jimmy Smith came back for the football.
Excellent point, Sam. He did come back to the ball. Okay, Terry dropping back. Really, they've given him pretty good protection all night. He's hit late. But watch him come back to the ball. Doesn't wait on it. Rerouted himself. And Jimmy Smith is really developing into a fine wide receiver. 5
first downs for the Steelers here in the half. Smith is drawing, but single coverage. Stallworth is getting the double coverage, as you might expect. And Smith is far more open than is John. At the 37-yard line, Bradshaw throws one out here to Hawthorne. He hasn't got any blockers. Now he cuts it back. Breaks the tackle at the 40 to the 43-yard line. He cut it right back to the center of the field. He didn't have anybody out there, but when he cut it back, he found some friends.
Now, that may have been a case where the defensive line read screen and held on to him and just didn't let him get out there, because you're absolutely correct. This was a screen. Ball is thrown to Hawthorne. We see Webster, 52, trying to get out there, but he's a little bit late. There he is. Well, he wasn't so late. Nice cut back. But we've got, what, 2nd and 3.
He broke a tackle of Klecko's there. So it's 2nd down and 3 from the 44-yard line. 4 minutes to go, 2nd quarter. Bradshaw again to Jimmy Smith, who came back for the ball, and another Steeler first down. Burgess Owens, the free safety, a 7-year veteran out of Miami, made the stop. But Smith now twice has come back for the football, and Bradshaw's put it right on the money.
Oh, they look impressive. Their passing game, one of the reasons their running attack has not been what it used to be. It's just is because of the emergence of the passing game. They've been so strong, and when you're doing something very well, you're going to opt to do that. You're going to go with what's easiest, and the passing game was easiest last year because they were so brilliant at it.
And now you can understand why the Steeler passing game is so excellent when Swan is in there, because either he or Stallworth must draw double coverage all the time, leaving the other one to murder some poor cornerback. Franco, 40, 35, not to the 35, to about the 37-yard line. And he stopped there by Johnny Lynn, rookie cornerback out of UCLA, but he picked up a quick 5 yards. Franco running with a little bit more ferocity than perhaps he did last week. He wants this one.
That's right. He's the kind of a guy that kind of increases his intensity each game, gets a little bit better when that opener's ready. He's ready to go. That was a pretty good block by Hawthorne that time. He didn't knock the man down, but he made him drop back at least 4 or 5 yards.
Smith goes wide right, Stallworth to the left. 2nd down, 5. 2:45 to go. Steelers already lead at 10-0, looking for more. Bradshaw back to pass. The flag is down. 2 are down, in fact. Terry now has to run for his life. Throws one downfield for Smith, and he threw it out of bounds. Very smartly, Bradshaw threw it out of bounds. He couldn't find anybody open. And let's see what the penalty is all about.
I think the Jets were offside. Then somebody jumped on the left side, their defensive end, just as Terry snapped the ball. We'll see what they decide here.
Maybe defensive holding against the New York Jets. Discussion is still going on. Here's Freddie Wyant, the old West Virginia quarterback. Nice man.
Encroachment, number 99. Pass interference, number 27.
No, wait a minute.
Again.
Offensive pass interference. He looked a little confused, but you're right, Fred. Hawthorne, offensive pass interference, encroachment against the Jets. No play. They'll do it again. Wonder what Hawthorne was doing.
Well, he may have, in making his break, he may have pushed off the defender, which is a special trick of a lot of running backs. It's a good technique if you get away with it, but he obviously didn't get away with it.
2nd down and 4. Now Hawthorne paired in the backfield with Franco Harris. Some say this particular tandem could start mid-season on. Rocky Blyer says, I'll be back. Don't you worry your little head about it. Franco on the draw, and a great open field tackle by Blinka, 54, the rookie from Sam Houston State. That was an extraordinary play because he didn't have any help, and he had Franco with a head of steam.
See 54, Belenko. We'll watch him here. He's playing the middle. Franco makes a great move here. Watch him cut through, but Belenko gets a real good rising through the shoulder type of a tackle. And it's a good point, Sam. It was an excellent tackle, especially against Franco, who's a difficult man to tackle in open field.
We have reached the 2-minute warning here at the Meadowlands in New Jersey. There's a timeout on the field to score. Pittsburgh 10, the New York Jets nothing. Booth trying to sustain a drive here as we go inside the 2-minute warning. Franco's got the first down and much more to the 30-yard line. Just a straight-ahead dive play by Franco going off his own right guard and tackle. Steve Corson, 77, is the man who led the way for him. And a big first down. So with a minute 44 on a moving clock, the Steelers have it again deep in Jets territory.
One thing they did that time, Sam, that is unusual. It was a straight dive as far as Franco was concerned, but they took Randy Grossman and put him in motion back, and he actually was the trap man. It's an unusual play. The Steelers are the only one who could do it.
Swing pass to Hawthorne, and he can't hold on to the football. Nope. Well, now the danger there, and Hawthorne will learn it very soon, is that you've got to go after that football in case it is defined as a lateral rather than a forward pass. He just let it go.
I think he should have fallen on it. Belenko obviously was trying to get the good break there. It was a heady play by him to pick it up and let the official make a decision. I think Hawthorne at that time was guilty of looking downfield, just a little bit anxious to get the ball. Obviously, Chuck Noll there's not real excited about that last play.
Second down and 10 from the Jets 30. A minute 25 to go in the half. 10-0 Steelers looking for more. He floats one out here to Stallworth. One-handed touchdown. Do you believe it?
I don't.
One-handed.
Going into tonight's game, he hadn't caught a pass. Tonight he's caught two, almost for 2 touchdowns. We'll take a look at this in the end zone. Again, Terry's getting that good protection. See how 52 Webster plays off and helps his teammates out. Now watch this catch. It's incredible. One-handed, brings it in, doesn't even bother to bring his other hand up. I don't believe it.
And you know who the first man on the field was to congratulate him? Number 88, Lynn Swan. Look at it again.
Look at this. I don't believe this catch. What an extraordinary athlete. That is the type of play that the Steelers make all year, and that's why they're the world champions.
And the kick by Girelli is perfect. 47-yard drive culminated by the 30-yard pass from Bradshaw to Stallworth. And the Steelers lead here in the first half, 17-0. A blowout at this particular point. And it's
confidence, and Stallworth and Swan, he's not afraid to put the ball up. Maybe he'll get a penalty. But watch this. He's got a man deeper than he is. Oh, what a play. That's exciting football.
They had the rookie Dyke short, and Schaefer Suggs, the strong safety, deep on the double coverage to Stallworth. Bradshaw laid it between the two of them, and Stallworth might just as well have been playing without his right arm on that play because it never came into play.
Oh, there's Terry's bragging about that bastard. Schaefer
He's
Suggs,
talking to the right guy, isn't he, huh?
Yeah. Ball was overthrown. Should have taken it out of Stallworth's hand.
Paul Darby, 94, and Harper, 42. That's Harper at the 7. 20-yard line, 25, down and crawls his way to the 28-yard line. And he's stopped there by a host of Steelers. Let's see who gets off the bottom of the pile. Number 51, Loren Toews, and also number 54, Zach Valentine, the second draft choice. So the Jets will have a minute 14 to get back in the game. They trail 17-0. Franco has gone over from the 1. Girella has hit a 48-yard field goal. And as you just saw, Bradshaw to Stallworth for 30 yards. Richard Todd has gone all the way at quarterback. On first down, he's back to pass. He's got a man out here. It's Clark Gaines, 35, 37-yard line. Tripped up by Ronnie Johnson. I imagine the Steelers will give them the short pass in this particular series.
Oh, absolutely, Sam. That particular defense, they're playing 5 men short across, but short across meant about 12, 13 yards. They'll let the man hook up at 10 yards.
First down, Todd back to pass again. Again over the middle. Almost intercepted. His first pass intended for Gaffney. He's been looking for Walker all night, and he came to Gaffney this time. It was incomplete. Wagner and Lambert had the double coverage there. And so the incomplete pass stops the clock with 44 seconds to go in the half. I would imagine that Walt Michaels has got to be scratching his head about Richard Todd, Andy. It may be a pleasant problem in years to come, but it's not a very pleasant problem now, trying to decide who's going to be number one, because neither of these guys have taken control.
Oh, he sure has. You know, they predicted great things. They said he was going to be as good as Namath and as good as all. Here, take a look. He's been chased out by Beasley.
Throws it back. Got a man at midfield. Down he goes. Clark Gaines. A flag is down. I believe Clark Gaines caught the pass. He was dropped at the 49-yard line of Pittsburgh by Mike Wagner. Randy Rasmussen may be the culprit here. Or was he out there blocking? Let's wait and see what the call is here from referee Freddie Wyant.
Just to develop that point further, Sam, they thought that he'd be as good as Kenny Stabler and Namath, and he obviously has not shown that type of greatness. And Robinson's been more consistent.
It was an offside or false start against L.C. Greenwood, declined by the Jets. They have the ball at their own 49-yard line with 34 seconds to go in the half. And they trail the Steelers 17-0. Steelers will close out the preseason, of course, next Sunday in Dallas against the Cowboys. Saturday night, not Sunday. Here's Todd. He's got a man, and he overthrew Wesley Walker at the 30-yard line. He had Wesley Walker wide open, but he overthrew him. That game is next Saturday night. What I'm thinking about on Sunday, and you won't want to miss it, is Channel 11's exclusive replay of Super Bowl 13 in its entirety, 1 to 4 in the afternoon. Andy, I think that's the first time that has ever been done. We are going to replay Super Bowl 13 from opening kickoff to final gun.
It was such a great game. You ought to make a habit of that today.
Yeah.
It was exciting.
The game is Saturday night, the preseason finale. Todd again. Throws it short here. Clark Gaines at the 45-yard line as the clock continues to run. Ronnie Johnson made the stop. Under 20 seconds. The Jets not using their timeouts. 12 seconds. You see the insert there at the top of your screen. Todd now rolling right. Wants to throw back against the grain. Incomplete. Beautiful play by Wagner as he dived in front of Gaffney and knocked the ball away from him. Free safety Mike Wagner, and you'll see it again. Here's Richard Todd fading back. He had plenty of time to throw the ball. Rolled out of the pocket. Saw a man open, and as he threw it back to Gaffney, Wagner flew out of nowhere to knock it away from him. So the clock stops with 3 seconds to go in the half, and Todd will have but one more play. Steelers have been using the nickel defense throughout this entire series. Over the middle again, intercepted by Lambert. And down he is at the 25-yard line. Jack Lambert with the interception. As the gun sounds ending the first half, and it's been a beauty for the...
Because Tom Graves had his secondary receiver well covered, and his primary receiver was double teamed by the Steelers deep, so that he really had nowhere to go. That's just good pass defense.
Graves is playing left side linebacker. Dirt Winston in the middle. Zach Valentine on the right side. And in the defensive backfield, Woodruff 49. And Larry Anderson, number 30 at the corners. Dungy 21 and Ray Oldham 25 of the safeties. And you know why they're all playing? Because decisions have to be made by Tuesday. Robinson over the middle. He's got a man to the 31-yard line. His tight end, Mickey Schuler, out of Penn State. He looks to me like he has grown considerably. I know he's put on weight.
Okay, we see Robinson, 17, dropping back. Dwight White trying to get to the outside, but he can't quite get the pull. You know what's interesting? You see Schuler, 82, moving upfield, hit by Zach Valentine. Graves coming in. What I was going to say is the offensive linemen tape their shirt to their pads so that the defensive can't grab that jersey on a pass rush.
Robinson again on first down, and they got him. 67, Gary Dunn. And 54, Zach Valentine on the blitz from the right side, and Robbie never saw him coming.
Okay, let's watch Zach Valentine. We'll see him coming to the right side. He just runs over Woody Bennett, just runs right over. Watch him drive him back on the right side. just overpower him, reach around and grab him, slow him down. Also, Gary Dunn getting in on the tackle.
Now I believe a personal foul is being walked off against the Steelers. They have marched off 15 yards against Pittsburgh. And again, referee Freddie White will tell us why.
Holding number 25, defense, first down.
Well, it wasn't a personal foul. It was defensive holding in the secondary by Ray Oldham. That will not help his chances of making the ball club. Steelers first downs 13-7 over the Jets. 11:25 to go here in the fourth quarter. Clark gains to the 40-yard line. Flag down again. White has been going round and round with Chris Ward, 72, the former Ohio State All-American. They have exchanged words, and this particular penalty may be the result of that confrontation.
Dwight White is exchanging words. That tickles me because he has to have a verbal confrontation to gear himself up to play at the type of intensity he likes. It's against the Jets. I think they caught Ward. You can see Dwight applauding that decision, holding on Chris Ward.
Yeah, he got Ward. White is vindicated.
Look at him. He's real happy about that.
Woody Bennett, 46. Clark gains 21 in the setbacks behind Matt Robinson. 17-7 Steelers in the fourth quarter.
They think Ward's really going to be one of the best.
Oh, he's a great player. So's Marvin Powell on the other side. This offense can score points. Robinson lays it out there, and he threw it too far for Woody Bennett out of the backfield. He tried to get it to his back. Now look at Ward and White again. They are talking to each other after every single play, and they have to be separated.
Okay, we'll take a look at Ward. This little confrontation going on here. You can see Ward. He's going to be an all-pro. He's big and strong. He's 270 pounds. White eventually pushes it down. Watch this. Okay, now what's going on? Wait a minute. Little Chinese heel lock there by Ward. Actually, I think they're both too tired to do it, to really get into it.
Hey, Brian, forget this play. Let's just watch Ward and White. That's better than the game. Second down and 20 now. The ball at the 26-yard line of the Jets after the penalties up and down the field. Robinson back to pass. They double-teamed White this time, if you're interested, and knocked him down. Pass completed for 4 yards. Graves knocked down. Oh, they called it no good. He got the ball to Woody Bennett. They called it incomplete. Well, this time they double-teamed White. I saw that out of the corner of my eye, so it was no contest.
Okay, he's double-teamed by Clark Gaines, as you said.
Submarined him.
He made sure he was plenty low. Look at Ward coming in on top of him. And give Dwight credit. See how he's up, back in action, going after the quarterback. A lot of second effort.
There's another man that if they think he is finished, they're badly mistaken.
I agree. He's a great competitor.
With Dwight and Banaszak, it makes the Steelers even better. Third down, nickel defense for the Steelers. Over the middle, he's got a man. It's the first down. Nope, shy of the first down at the 42-yard line. Derek Gaffney, the second-year man from Florida, made the catch, but again, he's shy of the first down.
You got to give a lot of credit to the Steeler defenders. They know what they're doing. They're playing down in yardage here. Not much of a pass rush. He has some time, but that's all happening in front. You can see all the players coming in from deeper levels, and all they want is, make them punt. It's a turnover situation.
Fourth down and 3, and the Jets fans do not like the fact the Jets will not gamble here. Offsides, Wayne Board, number 62. Here's the punt. But Smith doesn't even bother to run it back as the whistle sounded. That will be a first down for the Jets. Wayne Board, the rookie.
That's the kind of a thing, Sam, that can just kill a rookie's chances. You've got to use good judgment out there. You've got to tone down your enthusiasm, your excitement.
Wait a minute, Andy.
Wait a minute.
They have a legal procedure against the Jets.
Possibly was drawn off.
And he may have been drawn off.
Now I got to turn around and tell you what a brilliant
play it was for him to have seen that movement in the offensive line of the Jets.
That's right. I knew Dwayne.
I think it's just offsetting penalties. No, they walked it off. 5 against the Jets. Isn't that something?
Oh,
well, that's why
open mouth and insert foot, right?
People in our business eat their words every day. We just happen to be doing a little bit more of it tonight than usual. That's all. Here's Ramsey's punt. Excellent punt downfield, driving Smith back to his 18-yard line. And a good tackle, too. They wrapped him up there.
It has been a long night for Jimmy Smith in terms of returning punts.
Tim Maresco, 37, is the man who made the stop, so the Steelers will put it in play now at their 18-yard line. 10:09 to go in the game, 17-7 Pittsburgh.
I'm gonna get you, Mean Joe Green.
I want you, Rocky Flyer. You too, Lambert.
Get your hands on the Steelers. 4 Super Steeler glasses with 3 Pittsburgh Steelers on each. You'll get a 16-ounce glass filled with Coke, Tab, or any soft drink for 69 cents.
Gotcha, Ben, is that?
The Super Steeler Glasses Collector Set, only at McDonald's.
Bradshaw, you're beautiful.
This week's class features Jack Lambert, Sam Davis, and John Vanasak.
There's a beer that's going round, all the hottest spots in town. Everybody calls it Icy Light. It's really getting through to the ones who like a lighter brew. They're calling for Icy Light. It's the taste that sits today. That's why your friends all say, hey, give me an Icy Light. Hey, give me an Icy Light. An Icy Light.
Sam Nover and Andy Russell back in the Meadowlands here in New Jersey, 17-7 Pittsburgh. Rick Moser has just gone into the backfield, replacing Delaplane. Anthony Anderson also in the backfield for the Steelers, his first appearance from scrimmage in the ball game, and he gets the call. 23-yard line. He's knocked down. Anthony Anderson, the rookie out of Temple, 6 feet, 197 pounds. And he was very impressive last week. He has the longest run from scrimmage for the Steelers in the preseason, 16 yards, and Marty Lyons knocked him down.
Well, they're high on him. He looks pretty good, but another real fine block by the offensive line. Steve Corson got out there with great quickness, cut his man down. And I think we've got an unusual number of quality offensive linemen. I think more than we've ever had. They're going to be some awfully difficult cuts.
Stallworth wide left, and Swan, who we thought would play just a couple of series, catches the pass. He's gone all the way here in the second half. Breaks the tackle. And then he's thrown out of bounds to the 21-yard line. So they manhandled him. Johnny Lynn, 29. And number 77, Pellegrini, came over to knock him out of bounds, but Swanee put a move on him, didn't he?
Okay, here's Lynn dropping back. He takes that one false jab step. The offensive lineman trying to get out in front of him. And really, that was enough. He escaped that tackle, but it was enough to give the pursuit time to get over. Marty Lyons coming over and finishing him off.
Buttle made the big play because he was the first one there, as Andy pointed out, and you could see clearly on the replay. So now it's 3rd down and 7 for Kruzik, who's been struggling and spinning his wheels just a bit here. 17-7 Steelers, under 9.5 minutes to go in the game. Michael needs a big completion here to get his confidence up. And he won't get it on this play. Joe Klecko wraps him up, and a flag is down. Long after the play was dead. Personal foul against the Jets. There's a break. Well, they might have done something to twist Kruzik on the way down. They will not tolerate any unnecessary roughness against quarterbacks this year, I can tell you that.
Oh, it almost looked like he ran into Tom Dorn.
Oh, there it is from behind.
Yeah.
99 is Gastineau.
Way late. He came in. You know, this young man, Gastineau, is going to be an impressive player. We see Klecko shaking his head.
Do you have any idea how impressive Gastineau is? That young man at 6'5", 260, runs a 4.58 40.
Yeah, that's. I was going to get to that. Just incredible. Of course, he's a little bit late here. He's showing his speed a little bit late.
Personal foul.
Watch Dornbrook come in and really
first down.
Watch how late this is. We'll see him go down. Now, he's really down right there. There's no need to finish off. Now, that's probably, you know, he was taught to do that in college. We can't be too critical.
Walt is not happy about it. Mr. Michaels, head coach of the Jets.
No, he's not. He can't be real happy with the way this whole game's going.
So the Steelers get the first down up at their 27-yard line. And new life. That was a 3rd down situation. So Gastineau has given the ball right back to Pittsburgh. Stallworth wide left, Swan to the right. On 1st down, they fake the blitz, and they do not come. Kruzik dumps it over the middle, almost intercepted by Pellegrini. He got his hands on it. And I think that was thrown a little bit too casually by Kruzik. Don't you, Andy?
Well, he does seem extremely relaxed here. We'll see what happens. John Kolb is there. He knows what he's doing. I just probably never even saw the man. Who did that? Number 77.
Pellegrini.
Yeah, Joe Pellegrini. I don't think Mike saw him. He was just kind of lobbing it in there, not trying to overthrow it. You can't have tunnel vision in this game. I mean, the longer they play, the wider that vision gets. And he was probably concentrating so hard he didn't see the man.
Moser 39, Anthony Anderson 33 are the setbacks behind Mike. And he wants to throw it again. Dornbrook is the center. Throws this one out here. It's intercepted. He wasn't even close to getting it to Stallworth. And it's intercepted by the linebacker, Mark Merrill, out of Minnesota. And Kruzig is down and hurt.
He did drop it, though, Sam, but they're bringing it back. But it does look like Mike's hurt. Let's hope it's not serious.
Klecko was all over him as he released the football. Let's look at it again.
Okay, 15, Kruzig dropping back. And we don't really get a chance to see what happened. We'll see that he drops the ball.
He fooled me for a minute.
Yeah, he picked it up real well.
Great reaction, right?
Rolled over in his
Well,
back.
you know, it's funny. It isn't funny at all. It's quite serious. Kruzig is still down, but I was just going to say to you, Andy, within the next couple of minutes, the Steelers have gotten through this preseason without really any serious injuries in the two previous games and this one. And Kruzig is down. He might, and I'm only guessing, he might have hurt his hand on the follow-through. No, the rib area?
It appears that it's his ribs. Because there's Cliff Stoudt warming up, getting ready. Didn't expect to play tonight, but it looks as though he hurt his ribs. Probably he'll be able to get up and walk off.
Quarterback.
Thank goodness it's not the legs and it's not the arm or the hand.
Could have been
maybe just the wind knocked out of him with something.
What a great kid he is, too, huh? Dr. Paul Steele out there along with Ralph Berlin, the trainer, the plumber.
He wanted to stay out there. Did you see that?
I know he did.
He's ready to go back in.
He's a great kid. He really is a great kid, and sometimes it's unfortunate for people of Kruzig's talent that he has to play on a team like this, but it makes us better, I guess, in the long run.
Well, we have to remember the last time he played in a regular season game, he took the Steelers to 7 straight victories when Terry Bradshaw was hurt. So he's proven himself every time he's been in there.
Cliff Stoudt is in there replacing him. Michael wanted to stay in there, but Stoudt has come on with hardly any time to warm up, and he pitches to Anderson. And Anthony carries the ball to the 33-yard line where he's stopped by Johnny Lynn. So it'll be 4th down now, and Stoudt will have a chance to warm up a little bit if, in fact, he goes for the duration of this game. And I suspect he will. They won't risk any serious injury to Kruzig, I don't believe. Leading 17-7.
That was a surprising call, though. The pitch out is not really a real safe play. If the linebacker penetrates across, he can almost intercept the pitch out or throw it for a loss, cause a fumble. Let's take a look at the punt.
Colquitt now punting to Bruce Harper. And he gets one off. It's right at him at the 27-yard line, and he fumbled in. Steelers have it. Delaplane. But they cannot advance the muff. It'll be a 1st down at the point of the recovery. That will be declared a muff and a Steeler recovery at the 23-yard line.
Good call, Sam. We'll take a look at it. It's actually a pretty good punt. All right, you can see 42. Bruce Harper fumbling it right away. Great job by Woodruff.
Oh, did he ever? He pulled it right away from the ball.
And Delaplane, really the rule is pick it up and advance it, even though, no matter what, always do that. When in doubt, go. Delaplane did a good job. I think we should have gotten a touchdown. What is this about? Huh?
I don't know.
I don't understand rules like that. That was a good call, Sam. I was impressed that you came up with it. I thought it was a touchdown, and I played the game.
Jerry Taylor, 43, in at wide receiver now, along with Larry Douglas, the burner, 26. Bill Morrell is the tight end. And Anderson trying to get outside, and he'll never do it. They throw him for a loss back to the 27-yard line. Burgess Owens, the free safety, smelled that one out. And they threw him for a 4-yard loss. Kruzig is back in there at quarterback. Do you believe this?
See Corson, 77, pulling. He's really good penetration up the middle, which hurts his pull. And he's not able to get out really in time to make the block he wanted, so that Anthony Anderson could cut up inside.
Tight end was of no help or consequence on that particular play. Mr. Morrell from Winston-Salem. He'll have to do better than that. They give to Moser now, cracking off his own left guard inside the 25 and back near the original line of scrimmage. Kruzig missed but one play.
He's a tough young man. He's always shown that kind of toughness. I'm impressed that he's right back in there. He obviously just got the wind knocked out of him temporarily, and now he's okay.
You know, he seems to have, Andy, the perfect temperament to be a backup quarterback at this juncture in his career. Much like Hanratty was in the years that he was in Pittsburgh. Kruzik doesn't make any waves, and he's enjoying the relationship he's got with Bradshaw and continues to learn. They got him blindside. Down he goes at the 33. Mark Merrill, the linebacker, on the blitz, and they blindsided him. Buttle also coming. Now some pushing and shoving between Bruce Kimball, number 61, the Steeler rookie.
Here it is. We can see Mike dropping back, just coming completely free. Number 58, as you say, Mark Merrill. He really, I think the back didn't see him. I think the back responsible for picking him up had stepped up. We see Merrill getting ready for to block the long field goal here. What do we got here?
Girella will attempt a 48-yarder. The placement will come at the 38 by Colquitt. Roy is 1 out of 2 tonight, having 1 blocked. He made an earlier 48-yard kick. That's got enough leg, and he's good. Girella, 2 48-yard field goals. And his teammates out to greet him. Isn't that marvelous?
You don't think he's happy? Look at that. Huh? They think they have respect for him? 2 48-yarders. You know, he's played hurt for the last couple of years, tried to kick with an injury. We'll take a look at it again. He's feeling healthy again. Watch this good follow through. He got a little better loft on this one. The first one was
line drive all the way. Yeah.
You know, line drive barely cleared the uprights. More vulnerable to the block is what I'm getting at. And Roy has had that problem as he drops back in distance. He typically lowers his trajectory, and that one was perfect.
Well, that along with the fact that he has the strength in the leg to get the ball to the goal line, something Matt Barr has yet to show anybody, probably puts Girella still in the driver's seat. I know he has his detractors back in Pittsburgh, many, many, many of them, but this young man has had himself one heck of a career, and while he has missed some chip shots and disappointed fans on some occasions, he still has a 50-yard range, and anytime the Steelers are inside the 40-yard line, he can hit one. Now, Barr has yet to prove that.
No question about it. You know, Roy Girella is the only Steeler in Steeler history ever to lead the league in scoring. He did it 2 consecutive years. He's had a great career, but, you know, when you play hurt, people don't care if you're hurt. They don't even want to know about that.
Good point,
if you don't perform, you don't perform.
That's an excellent point. Harper is deep with Kevin Bell. This will be Bell at his own 3-yard line to the 10, 15, 20. Spun around and knocked down as he reaches the 23. Dwayne Woodruff is there. There's another hard-nosed kid, 49 Woodruff. He is going to make this football team. Maybe that's not such an out-on-the-limb prediction, but he will be there when the Steelers go to New England September 3rd. Dwayne Woodruff, 49, is going to make the ball club at cornerback. George Small, 71, also assisting on the tackle as you look at Matt Barr on the sideline. Wondering about his future, I'm sure. I think he's got one. If not here, Andy, it'll be somewhere else.
Doesn't seem too tense about it. You can see him joking. You know, before the game, he walked out on the field, and the policeman thought he was just a spectator. Couldn't believe it was a ball player. All right, here we go.
Oh, they got a man free. Anderson has the last shot at him, and they get him from behind. Paul Darby, a rookie out of Southwest Texas State, and Robinson hits on a bomb. Darby broke that one all the way down to the 15-yard line.
Well, let's take a look at this again. Matt Robinson, 17. Not much pressure on him. Now watch Zach Valentine, number 54. Now he's chasing a wide receiver with great speed. He stays on his feet, and he ends up catching him. Watch this. As soon as he cuts back, good job by Larry Anderson. He can't give himself up. Look at him keep his feet. Kurt Winston also. These guys have phenomenal speed.
We're back live. First down, Jets at the 15. They send it back in motion, Emmett King, and they give it off to Bennett. And he's still on his feet as he dives to the 11. Now, let me tell you something that'll make you feel a little bit better. The Steelers have 2 starters in there out of the 11 men on the field. White, 78, and Furness, 64. And I think on the particular play in which they connected, Furness may not have even been in there. Graves, Winston, and Valentine are the linebackers. Anderson, Olden, Dungy, and Woodruff in the secondary. So don't be alarmed. They broke a big one, but they did it against the reserves. Newton, 44, is the running back, not Bennett, 46. Robinson, quick drop back. Can't find a man open. Now he throws one. Touchdown. Mickey Schuler out of Penn State.
Very nice play by Robinson. Again, he shows a lot of poise. You can see him congratulating Schuler. Take a look at it from ground level. Now watch him step up. He's got that. He can look around, find secondary men. He wasn't going to Schuler. Watch Schuler turn around and just hand the ball to Graves like, here you are, chump.
There's a penalty marker down on the field.
Again, we'll take a look at this again here, Sam. He wasn't looking for Schuler. Schuler will turn around, hand the ball. Why did he do that?
Well, add insult to injury. Robinson really muscled the ball into Schuler, but what we missed here during the replay was just more of Dwight White, Chris Ward scenario that's been going on all night long. And
White is a man possessed.
Here's Leahy's attempt. It's up and it's good. So we got a football game with 4:45 to go in regulation time. It is now the Jets trailing by 6 at 20-14, and look at White. He is walking stride for stride with Freddie Wyatt. He's smiling, however.
Well, not exactly.
No, no, he's not.
Is that a happy man? Look
wow.
at him. I love him.
Taking his beef to George Perlis. He has had it with Chris Ward.
Well, it really is true about White. He needs to get into a verbal confrontation. This act may be a little excessive, but perhaps he's totally justified. Maybe Chris Ward's holding him or fighting him or something.
The one time we isolated on it, he did everything to him, didn't he?
Yeah, he tripped him.
Oh, we got a bad one here behind the goalpost where the Steelers just gave up a touchdown. If we can get a camera up there, there are 20 policemen up in the crowd trying to pull people out of the stands here. They are in the end zone directly behind the goalpost where the Jets just scored a touchdown.
I thought for a minute Dwight White was up in the stands.
They are escorting a few young men out of this ballpark. We have had that kind of action all night. Isn't that something? Well, I'm sorry, we cannot show it to you, and I should not have talked about it. That's a cardinal rule in television. Don't tell the viewers what they can't see. But I did anyway. And I'm glad I did.
Why not? That's right. I mean, how are they going to know about it if you don't tell them about it?
Pat Leahy, onside kick, the scramble, and the Steelers have it at the 40-yard line. Well, they were expecting it. It did not come as any great surprise. 54 is Zach Valentine, he of the good hands. And Michael's attempt at an onside kick has failed here, so the Steelers get the ball at the 40-yard line.
I was surprised. I didn't even consider it. It was 4:40 to go, 4:48 to go. I thought they'd kick it deep and play some defense. You don't want to give that kind of field position up. They make a couple of first downs, they get a field goal here.
Well, that's exactly what he's done. So Kruzik is back out there. We'll set the offensive alignment. Anderson, 33, and Rick Moser, 39, are still the backs behind Kruzik, and a quick opener for Anthony Anderson. Almost a first down. He had it busted, and then they closed on it very quickly as he reached the 45-yard line. Schaefer Suggs made the stop, but he almost busted that for a lot of yardage.
Okay, some nice blocking here. See Corson pull on a sucker, really, I think what it was. Pulled away from the hole. Nice running. He almost broke it. Anthony Anderson showing some talent.
Second down and 3, a gain of 7. Jerry Taylor, the wide receiver, to the right. Larry Douglas to the left, and Douglas is the young man who has the 9.1 speed in the 100. Anthony Anderson for the first down. Spinning into Jets territory at the 49. Douglas, they say, runs a 4.340. He is far and away the fastest man on the football field. I just want to see him go once.
Yeah, just once. You know, he won the Drake relay.
Pardon me, Andy. 26 is his number.
Okay. There he is, listening intently. Trying to figure out what to do here.
17 first downs for the Steelers tonight.
I tell you what the Jets don't want to have happen here is for the Steelers to run the ball down there so like he did in the last 2 plays. Eat the clock up.
3.5 minutes to go. And again, Anderson. Good block. Trap blocking inside the 45 to the 43. And Kruzik moving the ball club now. Another 5 yards, and Anderson chewing up nice hunks of yardage here as the Steelers trying to maintain possession.
A nice shot from ground here. Good, just actually good blocking here. We see John Kolb, 55. They just blew the Jet off the defensive line off the line. The Jets do not have their first team in there.
2nd down and 5. The ball at the 43-yard line. And again, no Moser this time, and Rick dives to about the 40-yard line. Stopped there by Merrill, the second-year linebacker from Minnesota. So a 3rd down play, and a very important one for Kruzik. If he gets a first down here, he'll have no trouble winding it down to the 2-minute warning, and perhaps even further, as the Steelers cling to a 20-14 lead. They had it all their own way through 3 quarters until the Jets blocked a field goal attempt by Jarrella and ran it back for a touchdown. Then after a Jarrella field goal, Robinson hit Schuler with an 11-yard TD pass. And there's Dwight White on the sidelines.
Obviously somewhat cooled down.
Double tight end. Moser trying to get the first down. He is close.
I think he's got it.
Blinka, 54, and Suggs are the men who made the stop. And it looks like the Steelers have another first down. And we have reached the 2-minute warning in the football game, so there's a timeout on the field. The Steelers 20, the New York Jets 14.
Join us Saturday night at 1 a.m. on Chiller Theater for The Hostage.
In cold blood, he lives with death. From the pen of Henry Farrell, who wrote Whatever Happened to Baby Jane and Hush, Hush, Sweet Charlotte, comes the thrill shocker of the decade.
For an excellent movie, The Hostage, we dare you.
Through the years, the Pittsburgh Symphony has been one of the great orchestras of the world. It's had the support of the Women's Association, who for the last 15 years have co-sponsored one of Pittsburgh's most glamorous events, the Symphony Fashion Gala. The date this year is Tuesday, September the 18th. There'll be 2 performances with receptions following at 1:30 and 8:30 at Heinz Hall. Gene and I are going. I hope you are too.
Sam Nover, Andy Russell back here at the Meadowlands in New Jersey. The Steelers try to hand the New York Jets their 10th consecutive victory in head-to-head competition. New York has never beaten Pittsburgh. They have lost 4 straight in preseason play, 5 in the regular season. Here's the home run ball to Douglas. Oh, and he couldn't hold on. And a flag is down.
Looks like a pretty nice defensive play by Donald Dykes. See, take a look at it
I
here.
still don't know whether the interference is against Dykes or Douglas.
I don't either here.
It's against Dykes.
Now let's take a look at this interference.
Yes. First down.
See, I don't know. If Douglas slowed down, what can Dykes do? He's running, full speed, trying to get to the ball.
I agree, Andy.
It's a good, lucky call for the Steelers.
Let's see whether or not before the ball is upon them, Dykes does something he shouldn't. He's reaching back with his left arm. Yeah, he might be pushing off there. Anyway, it's first down and goal to go at the 4-yard line for the Steelers. That's the good news. Moser and Anderson are the setbacks, and Rick gets the call. And he goes right into the stack up there at about the 3-yard line. Rick Moser, the ball carrier. I wanted to see Douglas run under a pass, and the fact of the matter is he had Dykes beat 5 ways to Sunday if Kruzik could have gotten it up on him, but he had to slow down, as Andy pointed out, and you could see and come back to the football a little bit, or at least wait till it got to him. If he had laid it out there in front, you would have seen a burner.
Yeah, I think Mike Kruzik had to kind of alter his step. He wasn't really in a good position. He was stepping away from the rush. He didn't really get it all behind that pass.
Double tight end situation. Charlie Cloud and Larry Brown playing the tight ends. Anderson gets down to about the 1. He stuck his head in there. You see Kimball, 61, the rookie out of Massachusetts, who is fighting for a job, leading the interference. So it's third down and goal at the 1-yard line. Of course, the spread has not been in trouble here tonight at all. The Steelers favored by just 2.5. And they still lead by 6 with 52 seconds to go. So it's third down, goal to go at the 1-yard line. Anderson 33 and Moser 39. And let's see who gets a call. Anthony, touchdown Steelers. Anthony Anderson, the rookie out of Temple, going behind the Moser block, gets the 6 points. That's got to be a thrill.
The last 2 plays, Rick Moser led the blocking very effectively. You see Anthony Anderson jogging off, number 33. Take a look at the isolation here on it. Watch him follow the block of 39, Rick Moser. And he just penetrates through, spins off, and gets the score.
So Girella attempts to make it 27-14. 37 seconds left in the game. The Steelers have now won 3 straight and are far more impressive tonight in every phase of the game than they have been in their 2 previous encounters, although it wouldn't have taken much offensively to be more impressive.
I think next week will be interesting, Sam.
Nice test.
Let's take a look at this touchdown again. I like the way Anderson runs. He runs with a lot of authority. He spins. Of course, probably most running backs would look at this and say, well, I could have scored there.
Well, this is not.
I used to be a fullback. So I might have even got the ball in the end zone that one. You're not going to.
Do we have to really engage in a long dissertation on that?
No, let's not.
Hey, listen.
What I was going to say is next week they play the Dallas Cowboys.
That's right, they
and
do.
That, I think, will be an interesting test. Because the Cowboys are being threatened right now. Everybody's bad-mouthing them in Dallas. People think they're falling apart. They lost too tall.
Here's what I want to talk to you about. Steelers are going to carry 6 running backs. Franco and Rocky will be there. Hawthorne and Thornton will be there. Now you've got Delaplane, Moser, and Anderson, only 2 of whom can make the squad. Good competition at running back, and somebody isn't going to make it, and some pretty good back isn't going to make it.
That's right, because they've obviously got 3 good men there. They've been very high on Rick Moser last year.
He could be in trouble.
It's going to be a tough cut.
At the goal line, it is Kevin Bell trying to get outside in a great tackle. Coming down in the special teams, Larry Douglas, number 26, the rookie with the outstanding speed that we were talking about earlier, is a man who closed on Bell and dropped him at the 15-yard line. So with 31 seconds to play, Matt Robinson back out there again. And if I were Walt Michaels tonight and had to make that decision on my starting quarterback as they enter the final preseason game and then the regular season, I'd have to go to Matt Robinson as you look at Hawthorne.
Well, we also noticed that Hawthorne has got his leg wrapped with the ice pack, I believe, on the front of his leg. So I don't think it was re-injuring the hamstring that he'd hurt earlier.
Here's Robinson back to pass. And he throws it out there to the 30-yard line. He's got a man, Woodruff, trying to wrestle him down.
Well, they're going to give him all those they want. You can count on that. If he wants to go down the field here in 16 seconds with short passes.
Maybe we can isolate on Dwight White and Chris Ward one more time. We got to follow them off the field, Brian Sipe. We got to see what happens with Dwight White and Chris Ward when this baby is all over. 7 seconds. This should be the last play of the game. You see them there.
You know, I might mention they asked Lyle Elzado, the great Denver defensive end, who he thought the best tackles in the business were, that he faced
terrible
John Kolb. I think that they don't need. They'll save that terrible towel for the more important games.
Right.
But what I was going to say is they asked Elzado who he thought the best tackles in the business were, and he said John Kolb and Chris Ward, the guy that Dwight's been having.
Well, you know,
a hard time
lost, however, in the story that has carried on throughout the entire game is the fact that White has had himself an outstanding game. Apparently the clock is wrong, and they're having some problems now determining the exact amount of time that remains in the game. It is something more than 7 seconds and something shy of 31. So Freddie Wyatt has gone to both benches. Now they're calling upstairs and see if they can't get the clock reset. Dirt Winston coming over the sidelines. It's not that important, fellas. It's only a preseason game. Let's go.
Just out of curiosity, Sam, what do you think they might call here? I mean, it's sort of a, I know it's trivia because the score, it doesn't really matter if they score here. Although I'm sure the Steelers defense would not like to give up another point.
You asked me a question, but you won't let me answer.
Answer.
I think what they want to do is solidify the things that they're going to need to do well during the season, and that is Robinson on some short passes or run some patterns that are underneath the zone, even though the Steelers are giving it to them.
Joe Green wants to go home. He's put in a night's work. So does Tom Beasley. So I think if Robinson has a couple of more plays, they will allow him to throw the plays that will work underneath the zone. Take what they give you, as they say. 18 seconds they have determined remains in the football game. Robinson has re-huddled, and he will come out now with a 1st and 10 at his own 28-yard line. The Steelers, if you have just joined us for any reason, have won their 3rd straight preseason football game in rather impressive fashion tonight. 27-14 is the score at the moment. Robinson under the zone. Almost intercepted. It is by J.T. Thomas at the 45 and out of bounds. And J.T. Thomas has his 2nd interception of the night. And that has to feel good.
Look at him. Is he happy? J.T. Now, Jordan Winston is probably a little upset he didn't get this interception. You'll see 53 dropping back. The ball is thrown where Dirk almost has it. See him, right in his hand. J.T. gets a gimme. But watch his speed here as he breaks outside. Nice little move. And watch him flip it over. Just, here I am.
So the Steeler offense comes on the field now to run out the clock. And this should be the last play of the game. Mike Wagner never gets enough credit.
No, he doesn't. He is a big play guy in the big games. He always comes up with that crucial interception when you need it. When everybody else is having a tough time breathing.
Anderson to the 38-yard line. The clock will run down. The Steelers have a very nice victory here at the Meadowlands. Let's see if we can find, Dwight's off the field, so there will be no, there's Benny Cunningham. He did not play, as we indicated to you. In fact, spotter Rick Baker has informed me that Charlie Cloud, the rookie out of Miami, played all but 4 plays in the 2nd half. Grossman played the entire 1st half. So Benny Cunningham, I just fear that it's something with the knee, although I see him trotting off the field. He doesn't seem to be having any trouble. Maybe they're saving him for the Dallas game next week. Anyway, the Pittsburgh Steelers have defeated the New York Jets 27-14. Again, our thanks to our 2 spotters in the booth, Rick Baker and Kevin Weiss. Now speaking for Andy Russell and our producer, Guy Monahan, this is Sam Nover bidding you goodbye, and we'll see you during the regular season, we hope.